Hello and welcome to my A to Z of some foot conditions that we see here in clinic. And today we are starting off with A for athlete's foot. What is athlete's foot? Well, it is a fungal skin infection. It's commonly found between the toes where you get the sore, red, itchy, weeping, really quite unpleasant and uncomfortable. It can also be presented in the moccasin appearance, which is dry skin appearance over the sole of the foot and just going up the sides of the foot. It can also appear in random patches, practically anywhere on the foot, come up in little dry patches or little red or white blistery patches as well. Who is prone to it? Well, anyone. If your feet are hot and sweaty and in shoes all day, you can get athlete's foot. So you can pick it up from walking around barefoot in communal areas. It can spread to the nails. It is how you get fungal nail infections. It can also spread to your hands and your fingernails if you're prone to picking or scratching at those areas as well. And in worst case scenarios, it can blister and ulcerate, so it really does need to be treated if you have it. How do you stop yourself from getting it? Well, first of all, make sure that you wash your feet thoroughly every single day, including between the toes and around the toe area. And make sure you dry them thoroughly as well. If you can't get down there to get a towel in between the toes, you can use a hairdryer, you can use powders to help dry them out. Anything to keep them as dry as possible, really. Make sure your socks are changed at least daily. If you've been doing any strenuous activity or your feet have got particularly hot during the day, please change them. That will reduce the chance of picking it up. Natural fibres are always better, so the cottons, the bamboo socks are much better than synthetic ones. Same for shoes as well. Try and alternate them every other day, make them dry out overnight, put them under a radiator, airing cupboard if you can, or just allow them to dry for 24 hours. And natural fibres, again, the leathers, the suedes are much better than synthetic plastic type materials. If you do have an athlete's foot infection, what can you do? Well, you need to treat it. You can get plenty of over-the-counter treatments for it. You can get the Lamisil once, which is an easily applied one. You can get Lamisil gels, you can get powders, you can get the powder sprays as well. These ones are particularly good for spraying inside your shoes once a week, just to make sure you don't reinfect yourself from your footwear. And maintaining a healthy skin barrier is essential as well. So once you've cleared the infection, make sure you moisturize your feet often, just not in between the toes, but you want to make sure any dry skin is kept at bay. It helps reduce the chance of any infection getting in the skin that way. In public areas, try not to walk barefoot, wear a pair of flip-flops or something like that, that you can create a barrier between anyone that may be walking around with an athlete's foot infection. And of course, it may be misdiagnosed. So if you've tried all these treatments, it's still not going away, it is best to see your GP to get a skin sample taken and they can test it, see whether it is actually a fungal infection, or it could be psoriasis, eczema, something like that. Or it could be a fungal infection that just needs something a little bit stronger to treat it from the GP. Whatever it is, get it checked, get it seen to.